Hey everybody, Jambart here. Today I'm going to be talking about a way to maximize USI Tech and BitConnect. So if you saw my yesterday's video, you'll know that I kind of uncovered some math in terms of how BitConnect is coming up with their huge profits and how I think we can gain on that. So just looking into it yesterday on CoinMarketCap, the rise in price of the BitConnect token since they launched either at the end of December or January, right around that time frame, they've increased from like a 14-cent coin all the way up to $263, and that was as of this morning, and it's probably gone up since then. When I did this calculation, it was 263. I think it's up to like 280 now. It might even be more. But my point is, that's 146,000% increase. And a lot of people ask the question, they say, well, how can BitConnect keep giving out these payouts? Well, it's because they're only offering you 1% per day, or average 1% per day. Really, it's like 0.9%, but over 299 days. Versus they're making over the last 299 days, their coin has increased 146,000%, which means that to pay you off, almost 1% per day is nothing compared to what they're getting paid on their tokens. So everybody's doing the lending platform, and so I don't think that's the best way. I don't think it's the best use. I think the best idea is to actually hold BitConnect and you stake it. And the reason I say that is because staking right now is paying 8% per month. So you're getting an actual return on your investment with that, plus you're getting the price increase of the BitConnect coin, which over the last year has been 146,000%. Now, do I think it's going to stay there? No. But if you've looked at if you looked in 3-month chunks over the past 9 months, from November back to August, the coin has increased 299% or 229%. From September to June, 239%, and then from July to April, 1,200%. So if you take the average of all those three, it's essentially 566%. So essentially what I'm saying is, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some BitConnect tokens, and I'm just going to let it ride, and I'm going to stake them, and so I'm going to try to get double benefits here. I'm going to get hopefully I can get either anywhere between 229% increase all the way up to 566% increase, plus the staking amount, which is another 8% per month. And I'm just going to let the coin value rise, and I think that I can get way, way, way better results using that technique versus using the lending platform here. So like I just got paid $20 today on my lending, and so you know what? Because I already have loans in there, I'm just going to transfer it right over to my BitConnect wallet, and I'm just going to hold it there. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and buy some, let's see, so let's put that all in there. I'm going to buy some BitConnect tokens, and I'm just going to hold them here until my wallet. So I just started a staking wallet, and it has to sync up. So it's been going for about an hour right now, and it's about halfway through. So hopefully in 2 hours, my wallet will have been synced up, and then I'm going to transfer BitConnect coins in there, and then we're going to take advantage of that interest that we can get. And so you can follow my progress there. I'm starting today, so I'm recording this as of November 7th. So you guys will see this video tomorrow on the 8th, and you guys can follow my progress with that. And so the other thing is the USI Tech. So USI Tech pays out, they pay out 40% on your investment. So if you were to invest, just for example's sake, if you were to invest 1 Bitcoin, then in 140 days you're going to get 1.4 Bitcoin back. So it's a return on your investment of 40%. And you buy for $50 worth of Bitcoin, and then you get paid out in Bitcoin. So as time goes on, $50 worth, that's 50 euros, 50 euros worth, which is essentially about $60, somewhere around there. So as the price of Bitcoin goes up, the price of the trading packages with USI Tech do not change. They stay the same in terms of like US dollar price, but the Bitcoin price, because Bitcoin keeps going up, so it fluctuates there. But they pay out in Bitcoin, so you're going to get a 40% return on your Bitcoin. So like if you started with $500 right here in Bitcoin, that's like 0.066 Bitcoin. You're going to end with 0.09 Bitcoin, and that's without using compounding. If you compound 100% of that in the same time period, you could walk away with 0.456 Bitcoin. And I'm not going to explain all this math. I actually talked about this math in yesterday's video, so I'm going to link that down below, and you guys can watch that if you're just catching up for the first time. But essentially, the average return on investment of Bitcoin for over the last 3-month periods has been so over the last 3 months has been 222% increase, and then the 3 months prior to that were 79%, and the 3 months prior to that were a 50% increase in price. And so if you take the average of that, it's essentially 117% over a 3-month period. And so what I'm trying to do is, I think the best way to invest my Bitcoin is not just holding it, but putting it in a place that I feel secure about. Like, I feel secure about USI Tech and their longevity of their business. So I think 140 working days, which is essentially 6 months, I think USI Tech is definitely going to be here in 6 months. They're a really growing company, and so I'm going to put some Bitcoin in there, and I'm going to let it grow 40% inside of the USI Tech platform. Plus, because they're paying me out in Bitcoin, I'll also take advantage of the price appreciation of Bitcoin, and I'm hoping to get anywhere between 117% and 222% over the next, well, that was 3 months. So if you go 6 months, which is approximately 140 working days, which is the USI Tech package length, so I actually should get about double that. So anywhere between 220% all the way up to like 440% of a price appreciation over the next 6 months. Plus, I actually have more Bitcoin. So like that's like the double whammy there for that. So that's going to be my strategy there. And now, once again, USI Tech, it's a company that I feel comfortable in investing in. I mean, I've already put in $700 in the BTC packages, and I've put in another $2,900 into the tokens. So they're having a token sale right now because they're coming out with their own IC, or their own token, or it's called the Tech Coin. So they're doing their own ICO, and so far they've already sold 33 million tokens. You can see that right here. And so I bought in with the gold package, which gives me 5,000 tokens, plus I'll get a bonus of another 5,000 to take it up to 10,000 tokens when they hit their first marker. So as soon as they hit 100 million coins sold, then I'll get an additional 5,000 tokens. Plus, anytime you buy a package with USI Tech, you get an additional a token. So every time you buy a package, you also get a token. So I'm actually going to buy some. Let's go. I'm gonna go buy some BTC packs right here. And once again, I'm speaking for myself. I feel like this company has some longevity behind it, and the reason I say that is because their owners are way more transparent than some of the other platforms. So obviously, a lot of people like to invest with BitConnect, and I like to invest with BitConnect as well. But I think that USI, like BitConnect, is totally anonymous. Nobody knows who runs it. Nobody knows who's behind it. Like those big conferences they have, like the only people that were there that were paid to be there, they were promoters. They have zero, like they're not owners. They're not. They don't run the company. Like they're just people that were paid to be there. Versus these guys actually, they're on camera. They have lots of videos on YouTube. They do live events. They show up. They do interviews, and then they're coming out with like real. You can search on YouTube. They're all over the place. They do real business here. So company owners interviewing or doing a review of the latest products. They're coming out with. They're putting ATM machines, Bitcoin ATM machines over in Europe. They have new electricity generation systems that are basically way more efficient than the current models, and so they're going to mine coins they're going to mine Bitcoin and altcoins with their stuff here, and they're able to do it for a lot cheaper, so they can generate more cash. They're also doing the tech coin, and they what they are known for previously was their forex packages. So they had been doing that in the past, but now they're moving into these other areas, and so and one more thing about their hashing power, they actually own 1% of the world's hashing power right now for Bitcoin, and they own even more in the altcoin space, and so that allows them to make money not just on people buying their forex packages or their BTC packs, which are the ones right here, but they're also making money other ways, and so that's how they can pay the investors back 1% per day, or you can get that 40% return. So now, once again, I don't have I don't work for the company. I personally I don't have insider information, so I personally don't know any of these things to be true, other than the fact that there is a lot of information on them on YouTube, and you can search them. So take that with a grain of salt. Take everything that I say, take that with a grain of salt, and definitely diversify your funds. So that way, if let's say USI Tech does leave and they're not around anymore, then you whatever you invested in them, if you were to lose that, you wouldn't have a catastrophic failure of your funds, because you have your funds over in other places. So definitely diversify. If you're new to the cryptocurrency space, it is really risky. It's totally underregulated. There's no Bitcoin police. Nobody's going to come and save you if you lose your money. So definitely take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But with that being said, I do feel comfortable with this company, and I am going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm actually going to buy 10 BTC packs right now, and let's go ahead and purchase those. Okay, so this, once you log in and register with the USI Tech website, essentially you just come to where it says BTC or the Bitcoin package options, and then place your order, and then it gives you that thing, and then if you then also on that place order, that's where you can buy those tokens there. I'll come back to this page. This is where you buy the tokens right here. You can see it. There it is right there. And so if you want to get in on the Tech ICO, you can definitely do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to purchasing BTC packs. Like I said, I've already bought the gold package. I feel comfortable with the amount that I bought there. And so now I'm just going to do some BTC packs, because I want to get a 40% return, and I want to have more Bitcoin. That's the key. For me, I want to accumulate Bitcoin. And then, obviously I'm going to do the BitConnect thing too. So I'll do that here. So they're waiting for my payment. Let's see. I'm going to copy that into my wallet, and I'm going to send. How much do I need to send? That's 18 ZGP. Okay, so that wallet looks, or that address looks correct. Once again, when you're sending Bitcoin, make sure that the address is correct. Do not get it wrong. If you get it wrong, then your money is going nowhere. So let's see, I need 0.081. Copy that. You want to make sure you do everything exactly correct on here. Alright, looks like I can do priority right now. It's pretty cheap. I'm just going to send that over. Looks correct. Okay, so then as soon as that goes through, it'll show up here. And it will, okay. And while I'm waiting on that, I'm also going to purchase, okay, there it goes. So they've received it. Now it just has to be confirmed on the blockchain. That probably can take anywhere between 15 minutes and a couple hours. So, but I'm comfortable at this point because I know that they have received the order. So I'm just going to leave that. And I'm going to come over here and I want to buy some, I'm going to send some Bitcoin over here to the BitConnect wallet. Because I want to take advantage of the price appreciation of BitConnect. So let's see. First, you have to deposit your Bitcoin. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste that in here. Okay, make sure that's correct. 1760R. Yep, that's right. Okay, and let's just do about 5. Well, let's see, two BitConnect coins is $280. So I'm gonna go. Let's buy 3. Let's buy enough for 3 BitConnect tokens. So let's do. What's 280 times 3? Can't do math while doing a video. 280 times 3 is $840, and if there's any spillover, so I'm just going to do $900 there. And let's go ahead and go priority, and I'll send it right over there to BitConnect. Okay. And we'll just wait for that to show up. Probably have to do a page refresh here. Okay, and then you got to go to your wallet. Actually, you got to go to the exchange. I did that wrong. Okay. All right, so while those are going through. Okay, so yep, there it is. It's unconfirmed, but it's there. Okay, so as soon as that goes through, that I'm going to exchange it over to BitConnect tokens, and I'm just going to hold it there until my new wallet gets up, and then I'll put it in there. And as soon as this wallet gets up, then I'll stake those coins. And so for staking, you have to hold it for 15 days, and then after that, you get a payout of 8% per month, and they pay that out every 15 days, which is really awesome. And once again, just to recap, the reason I'm doing that is because BitConnect token has increased 146,000% over the past year. Over the past 299 days, not even the past year. Okay, now that's since they first started when they were a couple cents. So more realistically, over the past 3 months, they've increased 229%. And the 3 months prior to that was 239%. And the previous 3 months to that was 1,200% increase, with an average ROI over that time span of 560. If you take the averages of all these three, it's 566%. So I think that I can get 229% over a 90-day period plus the staking, and I think that's going to be growing twice. Actually, no, 3. That'll be growing 3 times as fast as if I was doing the lending platform with BitConnect. So I love everybody who's lending. I was a lender, and I am now totally switching. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit that. No big deal. But this is what I'm doing, and so I just wanted to show you guys that. And I will definitely show you guys my progress with this, and we'll see how it all shakes out in the end. And then as far, same thing with the USI Tech packages here. Like I said, you get 40% growth, and that's without compounding. I think I'm going to do a compounding of 80%. So they actually let you set a rebuy, or no, it's the rebuy setup right here. They actually let you do the rebuy setup of 80%, and you can like incrementally, you can do, you can put it down, put it higher, whatever you want. But I think I'm going to do a rebuy of 80%, and using those results, if I put in 80% here, oops, so 80%, and let's see, I just invested 10 more tokens, so now I have 23 tokens. What is 23 times 50? Okay, so that's $1,150, 1,150. I'm sorry, that's euros, so let me see, 23 times 60, just for the sake of this calculator. That's all I'm really doing. Okay, so here's my investment. If I compound that, and I'm going to let this ride for, let's call it 3 years, which is, let's see, 261 working days is 1 year. So if you times that by 3, that's 783. So in 783 days, I will have a principal balance of $8,500. I'll have withdrawn $762, and my return on investment is a 451% return on investment. In less than a year, I'll break even. And when I say break even, I mean like money actually back in my pocket, not including the principal amount that is in there. And you can see here on these graphs the growth. So this would be the total withdrawn, how it's just growing and growing. And here's my daily interest payout, how that just keeps growing and growing as well. And if I don't put in another dime, so if I just put in my 1380 here in US dollars, if I don't put in another dime, this investment will grow forever. And when I say forever, what I really mean is as long as USI Tech is around. Now, if these guys, go off the planet and they leave, well then, I've lost some. What I've lost is future gains, right? And I've lost my initial deposit if they don't last the next 244 days. So that is the risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take because I think this company they're doing some amazing things, and they actually have some real stuff behind their behind their tech coin and the things that they're doing. So I am an active HYIP investor, and I do those types of investments, and you can see those below. I have links to those below. A lot of them I don't actively promote because I don't really trust them. But at the same time, I try to take advantage of what they do offer, because you can make a lot of money in HYPs if you play your cards right. So, that's why I do those things. But in terms of longevity, I definitely see USI Tech as lasting the longest. If I had to pick one, I would say USI Tech. BitConnect would be my next choice, just because they have a history, and I see the rate that they're growing. So I know there's a lot of speculation in terms of like pump and dump, but they've been around. They just had their 1 year anniversary, so I think they have more to go. And definitely for the next 90 days, like I said, even if they only stay around the next 90 days, I'm expecting an increase of anywhere between 229% all the way up to 566% increase on the money on that $900 that I just put in. So that's what I'm doing. Guys, follow my progress, and thanks for watching.